Okay, thank you. Hello again, everyone. I think we've enjoyed, you'll agree, we've enjoyed many excellent presentations, and I'm sure you'll agree a conclusion of many of them is that our planet and our national economies, as well as our global tourism industry, are stressed and vulnerable at this pandemic time like never before. And it's clear we need to do things differently to save and regenerate our planet and our ecosystems, to breathe new life into our economies, our societies, and of course our tourism industry. And in this search to do things differently, it seems to me that as peoples of all shades and colour, we need to look at our own core values. After all, if we can't look after each other, how can we expect people to look after our planet? Because it is only people that will achieve this, and achieve this by working together. In 1993, when I started out on my PhD on what is ecotourism and is Nepal's Sagarmatha Mount Everest National Park an example of ecotourism, one of the first industry sustainability reports I read was by the Federation of Nature and National Parks of Europe, and it was called Loving Them to Death. So, slide, yeah, here we go, thanks, sorry. That was almost 30 years ago, and while many excellent practices to strengthen responsible tourism have been applied around the world, fundamentally the industry continues to have structural challenges that must be addressed. And at the destination level, isn't it clear, unsurprisingly, that businesses need to focus on their bottom line, their competition and their profits? Governments typically focus upon selling their destination and their unique selling points, while visitors focus upon enjoying themselves. And over time, in this mix of priorities, host communities are often overlooked and disenfranchised. Okay, so to recover from the pandemic, we have to reset and start doing things differently. And I say again, we need to look to our values to do this. And GDP and visitor numbers as values and systems of measurement are broken and discredited. So we need to look to Bhutan with its more holistic model of gross national happiness. I've been privileged to visit and support Bhutan with its tourism planning on many occasions. And while there will always be room for contemplation and questioning, I've never met a single Bhutanese person that doesn't value G&H. Indeed, I don't believe Bhutan has received a single visitor that doesn't value G&H. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Visitors to Bhutan love learning about G&H and sharing what they've learned with others when they leave. In short, every single one of us values our happiness and our well-being, and we're always open to explore and contemplate what a better quality life might look like, especially for our children. The cool thing is, as we've been learning and hearing today, happiness and well-being can be measured. We need to recognize and celebrate this fact and share this news with millions, if not billions, of people around the planet who don't know this. And in so doing, we need to point to the growing number of countries around the world that are turning to the happiness science, policy and practice to advance their development agendas. Okay, so this is the first point. What else do we value? Well, we're all in this webinar today because we value this life-changing tourism industry. Yet while we may be passionate about it, shouldn't we be asking ourselves, how do we convert the skeptics and those that have suffered owing to badly managed tourism? If we truly believe in this industry and value it, if we want to advocate its merits over its weaknesses, we can build our way out of this COVID mess by recognizing the imperative to value and measure tourism's contribution to destination well-being. It really is that simple. And we have at our fingertips the tools and approach for industry stakeholders to engage host communities and say, how is your quality of life? All right, it's like this. This is your personal scorecard comparing your well-being across 11 domains with all other survey takers. And here's your destination scorecard look. Why do you think your well-being scores are high here and low there? So let's work together to spark conversations about tourism, happiness, and destination well-being. Let's work together to use regenerative tourism as an engine of change to improve those destination deficient scores. Let's work together to develop tourism products, policies, and systems that demonstrably strengthen the quality of life of host communities. If our industry can recognize the good sense of this approach at the destination level and adopt tools and resources that are available here and now, we can build back not just better, but fitter and stronger. We can build back in such a way that our industry is seen to be accelerating not just the take-up of the happiness agenda by local governments and countries around the world, but also as a framework that truly engages host communities and measures movement towards the UN SDGs. Thank you very much.